All our pack members go through training, even the littlest, Cutie Pie. But how much and to what level has been dependent on the dog. Most dogs really want to do the right thing. Once they understand what you're asking, they do everything in their power to do as you ask. And only ever make honest mistakes. On the other hand, there are a few dogs that simply don't want to. They dig their heels in at every request. No matter how much love and exercise you give them, it just is never enough. They need the extra help. The extra training, extra exercise, extra structure, and the constant guidance. As a kid and a teenager, I didn't always do the right thing. My mum says I required 10 times the effort my other siblings required, all put together, to try and keep me on the right track. The honest truth, I failed miserably at school. And I couldn't read until I was 19. I did some things I'm not proud of. After school, I spent a year doing absolutely nothing worthwhile. My dad came to me one day out of concern and told me it was time to make my childhood dream of joining the military a reality. Luckily for me, I didn't dig my heels in this time. My godfather was a clearance diver, and it sounded exciting to me, so I joined the Navy. It was there I found the level of training, structure, physical outlet and guidance I so desperately needed to not only keep me on the right track, but to thrive. Military life understood me and I understood it. There were no misunderstandings, no uncertain areas. Not as many opportunities to do the wrong thing. I look at this when I look at a dog in my pack that needs the extra effort to stay on track. They're really not that different to me. So when mistakes are made, it means I haven't given them enough. I just need to dig deeper and find more. I won't ever give up on them just because they need extra. We haven't much talked about Joey, the Australian Kelpie. Kelpies have been helping Australian farmers for approximately 150 years. There are a couple of types of Kelpies, and Joey is a working line Kelpie, straight off a sheep station. Her bloodlines have been carefully selected for intelligence and a lack of fear. Whilst she isn't a guardian breed, her work purpose is to ultimately protect the herd and wrangle the wayward. The type of intelligence required of working Kelpies is of an autonomous nature. They need to be able to make the right decisions to muster sheep and cattle without constant guidance of the farmer watching their every move. Now, Joey failed at being a sheepdog. And when it comes to leftover food on the table, or left anywhere, she is the sneakiest, most unassuming thief there is. Pretends she's asleep, and the moment you walk out of the room, she's scaling cat trees and kitchen benches. But when it comes to the truly important stuff, she's a real standout. On a walk this week, we unknowingly came across a plover's nest. The parents had successfully distracted the seemingly bigger threat, the dingoes, up to the other end of the paddock. But the rest of us practically walked over the top of it. Unfortunately, Shadow and Miss Red are relentless when it comes to their prey drive if given the opportunity. Most of the wildlife here are much smarter and faster, but a turtle or a little chick have no chance. Luckily, I managed to save the turtle because Moose's jump alerted me to it immediately.
What is it?
But I just didn't see the little chick hiding in the grass.
You got it.
Shadow did, but not before Joey did. Joey knows too well Shadow would kill it in seconds. So she softly scoops it up in her mouth and carries it away from the danger until I realised and picked it up. And so that's their defence mechanism is just to go to ground and not make a sound, and that's their best chance of survival. This isn't the first time Joey has saved a helpless animal, and from Shadow too. Joey's MO is to alert me, but she will also fearlessly defend until there is a safe and reasonable opportunity to do so. Both Joey and Abra, the most intelligent dogs in our pack, have communicated to me that Shadow requires closer attention.
Come on, buddy, keep going.
And I've learnt to listen to my dogs. Every behaviour expressed by any of the dogs needs to be acknowledged. But when it comes from the top, and the two whose intentions and motivations are driven only for the safety of others, you'd be foolish not to take it seriously. So I've been focusing more on Shadow's discreet behaviours. Little things like the lick, 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 lick bite. Her behaviour could be best described as passive-aggressive until the dog shows vulnerability, and then it's aggressive. It's always been her MO. Since the first time she was assessed, and whilst she has been able to make a lot of great change, I just cannot release her from this deeply ingrained behaviour from her past. She is a dog that will always need the extra. A little over a year ago, Joey started chewing on Cutie Pie, our pug. Joey was relentless. So much so, we felt compelled to act on it. Cutie Pie was a young, fit, and seemingly healthy dog at just 3 years old. There were 0 symptoms for us to be alarmed about. We took it to the vet, who thought we were a little mad, but of course ran some simple blood tests to be sure. Cutie Pie's results came back and her level of liver enzymes were at an extremely high level. Anywhere under 80 to 100 is healthy. Cutie Pies were 3,500. She was referred to a specialist and diagnosed with a rare condition called autoimmune hepatitis. Sadly, there is no cure, and it has reduced Cutie Pie's life expectancy considerably. The positive in this sad news is that we had discovered it extremely early, and with medication, we can really slow down the process. This is solely thanks to Joey. Cutie Pie has blood tests every 2 to 4 weeks to keep the medication on track, but Joey lets us know when she needs her meds altered. She starts chewing on her beloved friend, and off we go to the vet. Joey has a bunch of hero stories. I'd be here all day, but I think she's a truly remarkable dog. This week at the farm, we have some new faces. Ziggy is here for a couple of weeks. Ziggy loves the farm, but he's a little bit of an anxious dog, which puts a target on his head for a dog like Shadow. It just means I have to be very diligent with my guidance and management with Shadow this week. We are also looking after Sam's sister's cat, Indy, while they're away on holidays. Indy came from a shelter, the same shelter as Kitty Rose. She has no dogs at home, so we won't be introducing her to the rest of the pack for her short stay. And then we've got Kyla, the 5-month-old German Shepherd. A similar story to Abra actually, biting all the kids and the older dog. Older dog had enough and attacked her. They've tried some training, but are feeling overwhelmed. Knowing we have a few shepherds and being a friend of a family member, they've asked us if we would take her. And even though she is a really excitable, cheeky German Shepherd puppy, I've already fallen deeply in love with her. In the pool this week, Crispy's confidence is really increasing. She's very excited. This is the second time she has fallen in from the excitement. But this time, there was no distress. I think she enjoyed it. I just have to teach her where the exit is, which is the most important thing.
G'day guys.
At Parcel opening, we received some lovely gifts from people around the world. Pool toys for the dogs are always a hit, and some tasty treats for us humans. Thank you to all those that send us money.
Oh, very good. Should we try cinnamon bun? Oh yeah, these are good too. These are...
Oh, they smell yummy.
A great brand of popcorn, that's for sure. Hot, but not a knock your socks off one.
Okay, that's good. We don't want a repeat of last week with the...
Yeah, I'll tell you what last week did.
How did you feel?
It increased my chili threshold by...
Did it?
Oh yeah.
So now you're like, oh.
Yeah, maybe this is really hot, and I'm just like, eh.
I should try one, shouldn't I?
Oh no, you won't
Just
like
to
it.
give you...
It's hot enough for you not to like.
Oh,
yeah.
okay, I don't want to do that then. Look at these.
Oh, I've seen these on TV.
Yeah, they're such a good idea, aren't they? We don't.
Gee, they got a nice strong seal on them. So what, you
really
just
help us out. Yeah.
do you double over or
Yeah, I reckon.
or this way to make sure that everything goes in?
Oh.
I don't know. I'm sure you're going to let me know in the comments if I just coop this up. Thank you very much, Drew. Thank you very much for
Thank you so much, Drew.
the special treats. I can't wait to show the kids. This one's from Mary in Illinois. Just appeared right at the best time of...
Oh man. Oh man. Hope's gonna...
Nope. Drop. Good girl. Ah, Tank's got it.
Oh, Tanky. chance,
Get it,
Christy!
Christy!
Get it!
Banjo! Good job,
Yeah,
buddy!
good boy, Banjo!
Go up. Abra free. Up. Good girl. Sit. Good girl.
Hello, Evans
Sweet potato
family.
steak fries.
Greetings from Lockport, Illinois, southwest of Chicago. Let me join in with all your fans to say how wonderful you guys are and how grateful we are for the care you give to all the canines and all creatures that venture into your path.
Pretty good.
They're for dogs.
I actually took a bite of them and then realised these can't be for humans and then looked at them. They're chewy.
All the best to your
Cheers,
fan
yeah.
and proud extended farm family member, Mary. Thank you so much, Mary. Oh, wow.
Thank you, Mary.
Look.
Who's this little puppy? Rusty.
That's a Rusty. He's my brother's dog. I'm currently dogless. Oh, but Rusty is so much fun. I've never met a happier dog.
Looks like
Rusty looks like a very happy dog. With my red-tailed hawk
Yeah, I was going to say that's not a
named
dog.
Denver. Someone took him out of a nest and wanted to make him a pet, which is illegal. By the time authorities got a hold of him, it was too late. He's used to people as a food source and would starve in the wild.
Yeah.
Denver has been a great education bird for me. I have been able to take him all over the place, schools, etc., and explain how wild animals need to be left in the wild. What a great message, Mary. Thank you for doing that.
For having a cruiser.
P.S. As an ornithologist, oh goodness, I don't know if I said that right.
Where is it?
Ornithologist, the time you stopped to show the tawny frogmouth was just the coolest thing ever.
As an ornithologist.
Is it all right if I just Google
Yeah,
what
we
that
need to.
is?
We need to. Obviously, it's got something to do with.
Birds.
Oh no, phobia.
Ornithology, the scientific study of birds. Thank you so much, Mary.
Little fun fact.
Yeah, I loved this. This letter was great, wasn't it? To find out about Mary and
Yeah. Must say, 2 out of 10. Really get stuck in your teeth, these ones. You brought the head. Is that it?
in Ontario.
Crystal in Ontario, Canada. A very good CBD oil for the dogs, which is fantastic because we were just saying that there are quite a few of the dogs that are on the CBD oil here, and you'll be surprised how quickly you go through it when there's at least 10 of them that are on it daily.
Thank you.
Thank you, Crystal. This week we took Tilly, Cutie Pie, Lily and Joey on a family trip to the beach. They loved it. It's winter, so although not ideal beach weather, we did get it all to ourselves. Cutie Pie, Lily and Tilly have all been given shortened life expectancies. So as a family, we decided beach trips would be a special thing we could do just with them.
We are not taking the dead fish. Come on, Jill. Yucky. Good girl.
Moose was formally introduced to the dingoes. Their pack is slowly expanding. There were a couple of minor incidents, but all in all, it went very well. Cruiser is becoming happier and more relaxed by the day. He is getting the best of both worlds. Time with his pack and a dingo companion too. I'm committed to working hard to maintain this for him. I think that's about it for this week. Thanks for all the support on the last video and the longer format channel too. We really appreciate the kindness that is shown towards our family every day through your words and for helping us out by watching. Thank you.
Oh, nice and warm. Oh, you just lift one foot up and turn it the way that you want to go.
I'm turning.
Until he thought that was for her.
My lunch too.
You're eating out of a dog bowl.
I thought I had a bowl in the garage, but it's perfect size. You're looking at me like I'm crazy.
I mean, they are clean.
I clean them. I know they're clean. Look weird? I've got to eat like this.
Chill.
Feels like I thought I was getting another one.